Okay everyone, this is Tristan Bull here. Let me just make sure this is all working. Okay, cool. Alright everyone, this is Tristan Bull here. Welcome to the webinar. Thank you very much for joining me today or this evening or in the middle of the night, whatever time it is for you. Really quick, let's just do a quick test to make sure that you can actually hear me before I start going on a big rant here. So if you can, my voice is going out. If you can actually see the screen here, how to make 5 to 10 grand per month online. Picture of me and Nikki there, and you can see the screen. You can hear my voice. Obviously, please type in yes into the box. Just so I can make sure that we're all working, because I know this happens every single time if you've been on a webinar before, but I have literally sort of just jumped right into it and been 20 minutes into it and realized that no one could actually hear me, so I don't want to do that again. So it looks like everyone is all good, plenty of yeses and stuff. Okay, does the screen look okay? Because the PowerPoint slide that this is on is a weird thing. It's, yeah, okay. People are saying it looks perfect, fine. Okay, cool. This is like a like, I don't know, like a different template or something. It's like a widescreen thing. I didn't realize it until I was like halfway through the presentation. I was like, oh well, I'll just keep on going. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why. It's like, no, it was, who was that? Tim asked questions, just said, what did you use? I think what the problem was that I used PowerPoint on my PC, on my laptop, and then I switched over to use it on my Mac using the PowerPoint for Mac, and there's different versions, and anyway, whole different thing, not really important, but I was just a little bit worried that the actual screen wouldn't display, so it looks like it's displaying correctly. Alright, cool guys, are you excited here? We got a awesome presentation. This is really cool stuff. What time are we at? Okay, so man, there's a lot of people here. This is really exciting, really cool. Thank you very much for all coming in. In fact, while we wait, we're only going to wait a second, but just as you know, if you've done a webinar before, people always seem to stream in for the first 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just ask everyone how we're all doing and where we are all from, because we are really skyrocketing the room here. This is really cool. So yeah, no pressure on me at all. Hey, there's lots of people here. Alright, cool. Let's have a look here as I'm scrolling through. We have Mary. Hey Mary, nice to see you. We're LA, cool. Cool. Few people from New York. Cool, that's cool. My man Jimbo, he's always here. Nice to have you here, buddy. Tony, Greg, how are you? John, Tim from Australia. Awesome, nice to see the fellow Aussies getting on board. What time is it there? It's like early here. What is it, like 4, 5? Yeah, 5 a.m. in the morning. Man, that is awesome, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tim, from Melbourne, Australia, at about 5 a.m. Melbourne time here. Oh, over there, it's 10 a.m. here. So really appreciate that. London, cool. You guys are in the middle of the day, right? Yeah, late afternoon. Cool. Ireland. That's cool. Cleveland, cool. A lot of people from the UK. How you doing? Miami. Was just in Miami a couple of weeks ago for the Marketers Cruise. Very cool place. Love the weather. It was funny because we were there and they had like a cold snap, and it was just hilarious because it was like major news, and I was like, these people obviously do not get very cold weather very often, because it was like hardly that cold. I think it was like in the 60s or the 50s or something like that, and they were like freaking out, and there's big major reports and how long they're gonna have to suffer through this cold snap and stuff like that. I was like, man, they obviously do not get very cold. So okay, we got a heap of people in here. This is awesome. Lots of people from all over the world. A few other Aussies here. Appreciate that. 5 a.m. in the morning. That is commitment right there. So I will make sure that it is definitely worth your while, worth getting up or staying up on this presentation. Okay, so there's lots of people still filing in. I'm gonna get to it because I'm sure you're sick of staring at my little face there on the thing. Probably not so much Nikki. No one really seems to complain about that. I'm just gonna grab a drink here. So what I recommend that you do is you get ready. You get your beverage of choice. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm assuming it's probably just, you know, water or juice, at least vitamin water for me actually. So I'm just going to grab a sip. Make sure you are taking notes on this, and yeah, we're going to get rocking and rolling in 2 seconds here. Alrighty, okay, so let's do it. Now, still lots of people coming in. This is awesome. I'm going to keep on going because those who showed up early, or those who showed up on time, are ready to go and ready to make 5 to 10 grand per month. Lots of excitement in the room. That is awesome. You guys are awesome. Seriously, thank you very, very much for turning up to this event. I'm going to hopefully blow your mind and put you on the path to success. So please, if you are online right now and you've got, you know, your email open and your Facebook open, please just close those, just so you can stay 100% focused. Believe me, it will be worth your time. Get out a notepad and start taking notes, or open up, you know, a little text document on your computer or whatever, and start writing this stuff down because it is some good stuff. Okay, that's it. We are going now. People are still coming in, which is very, very cool. I'm very, very humbled. Appreciate that. But we are going to get underway. So let's do it. What to expect from this presentation. So firstly, you're not going to expect, don't expect any fancy slides, as you can see. Fairly plain, fairly basic, so I apologize for that if you're looking for some flashy rainbow type of slides. So we've got just the standard slides, but what you're going to expect here is I'm going to show you how my students and myself create these automated sales funnels that bring in at least $5,000 to $10,000 every single month. Now, this is the type of training that I would usually charge for, so please pay attention and take plenty of notes, okay? This is a training webinar. This is not your usual webinar where it's la-di-da-di-da. This is some really good stuff that I do charge for, so please pay attention. I don't want to like toot my own horn too much, but please, this is some good stuff, and I promise that you will enjoy it. Okay, people are saying yes, let's do it, let's get into it. All right, cool. So if you implement this training, it can literally change your life. I'm going to show you that in a moment. I'm going to show you how I build these automated systems, so then you can actually go out and build them on your own. And if at the end, for those who are interested and qualify, we may be able to work together one-on-one where I can help you build these sales funnels. But I'm going to give you everything that you need in this webinar, so then you can go out and you can do it yourself. Now, okay, really quick, I'm going to mention this for 5 seconds. Those who stick with me at the very end of this webinar will receive a very special gift that can literally change your life almost overnight, okay? So please stick with me, stick to the end, and those who don't will just miss out, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Quickly moving on. All right, so I do have some good news for you. In all honesty, it's actually pretty easy to generate a consistent $10,000 per month online. Listen, it's a teachable skill that anyone can do, and I say that because I first started this whole marketing thing, when I was just 19 years old with nothing, okay? 19 years old, had zero experience, didn't know what the term internet marketing meant, started you know, from living with my parents, started from scratch. Within 6 months, once I cracked the code, so to speak, once I worked out how to do this, within 6 months I'd hit 6 figures, okay? So when I say, you know, life-changing, it really is life-changing. So really quickly, if you're not sort of familiar with me, a quick little introduction on why you should basically listen to me. I've been doing this for a long time now. We just ticked into 2014, so I'm actually entering my 7th year as a full-time internet marketer, which is crazy for a lot of people because I'm actually pretty young. I'm only 26 years old, so It's weird. I'm a bit of a veteran in this space, but I'm not that old. So I have coached students from all over the world. I have one of the most successful coaching programs in the industry, one of the most longest running coaching programs too. More importantly than myself, my students have earned over $3.2 million from my coaching, okay? That's a pretty impressive statistic. I'm very, very proud of that. My students have done great things, and I'm very proud of them too. So I have helped start the careers of some of the biggest names in this industry. Some of the names that you know actually got their start with me, a part of my coaching program. Started with nothing. I taught them how to do it. They went up and they blew it up. I literally have some millionaire students who started from nothing, went on and done some amazing things. I've also been the man behind the launches of some of the biggest launches, 6-figure launches online as well. Okay, so I work, I have a lot of private clients, as you may or may not know. So I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes too. Obviously, there's me with a few of the people that you may know. Mike Vilsame there, Frank Kern, Mario Brown, who towers over me in person. He's just like a really tall guy. I don't like taking photos with him because every time I take a photo with him, I realize how short I really am. So that is actually I'll tell you one good thing. We were on the Marketers Cruise and I was with Mario, and at the bar, usually, I'm sitting there waiting for ages to get served. He walks up and he's like, "Do you want a drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He just walks up to the bar because he towers over everyone. He's just like, bang, hey, and like calls out to the bartender. The guy gets served straight away. I was like, man, that's insane. So, that's one pretty cool thing. Okay. Here's a picture of me here speaking to Frank Kern's $10,000 consulting clients. There I am on stage. Not the best picture, it's a little bit blurry, but there I am. Actually discussing how I generated a little over $80,000 from a webinar with just about 85 people on it. Okay, so Frank was pretty impressed with that, so I was sharing that little case study there on stage. And then here is a testimonial from Frank himself. So, enough about all of that. The whole point of that little introduction there was that I wanted to stress, I said earlier it's life-changing, and it really is life-changing because it changed my life. I'm originally from Australia, small, tiny little town, about 700 people. Now I live in Las Vegas with my fiance Nikki there, as you saw at the start, and my 3 dogs, and completely changed my life just because I started this internet thing. So I don't want to sound hypey or anything like that, but I want you to know that this is something that can literally change your life. So take it seriously, basically. Okay, so here's a quote from Tony Robbins that I want you to sort of take note of. It says, "If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you'll achieve the same results." Okay, it's a fairly simple principle, but it is so true. And that's what I'm going to do for you right now on this call. Okay, I'm going to show you how I achieved the results that I achieved. I'm really going to teach you how to do it, so then you can just copy me and you can get the same results. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in. Now, excuse me while I grab a drink. I start rambling and get talking really quickly here. So, okay, so let's get into it. I'd like to ask you a question, and a serious question, and feel free to reply in the little box there below. What would it feel like if you knew with 100% certainty that at least $10,000 would be deposited into your bank account every single month? 100% certainty, not hoping that you would might make some money. You knew without a doubt, 100% certainty that at least 10 grand would be deposited into your bank account every single month without fail. Okay, great. I'm seeing some life-changing, terrific. That's good stuff. Amazing, great, awesome, cool. So, how would an extra $10,000 per month change your life? like right now, if you knew within the next 30 days that there was going to be $10,000 into your bank account, how would that make a difference to you? Like what's I just want to get you thinking of the possibilities here, because once you understand what this can do, then you can really actually get out there and do it. What's that going to do? I mean, it's you have bills, you have taxes. I mean, taxes come up, so you might have a tax bill coming up. Debts is going to pay off some stuff, or hopefully that you're not in a serious financial situation. Maybe it's just going to be an extra bonus. You're going to get to do something nice, go on vacation or something like that. Spend it on the people that you love. So seriously, how would an extra $10,000 per month change your life right now? I want you to think about that for a second. Okay, great. People, good. Appreciate all the feedback here, guys. I like the interaction. It makes me feel good that you're all listening and stuff. So, okay, great. So let's work it out. $10,000 times by 12 is $120,000 per year. Okay. So once we hit that 10 grand month per month figure, we essentially have ourselves a 6-figure business. Okay. So let me ask you another question. Who would like a business where you were guaranteed to make at least $10,000 every single month? Guaranteed. You had a business, an online business, where it was guaranteed that it would produce at least $10,000 for you every single month. Is that, I'm going to need a response here. Okay, good, yes, love it, want it, show me. Okay, cool. No, I'm not teasing you. I'm going to get into the content. I'm not teasing. Who's that? Ray? I'm not teasing, man. I'm going to show you. I just want you to really get in the right mindset for this stuff, because it's really, really important and it's powerful, and I don't want you to overlook it here. Okay, fantastic. Well, by coincidence, I'm just, it just so happens that I'm actually going to show you how to do exactly that. Okay, now, this is super important, okay? So I want you to write this down, open up a notepad document on your computer, grab a pen, scribble it down somewhere. This is the single biggest thing that you need to know if you want to be successful online. Please write this down. What you want to do is build a large and responsive email list, okay? Absolutely crucial. If you do this, I promise you that you will be rich for life, and I mean that, okay? No hype, no over the top. If you build a large and responsive email list, it is the most powerful thing ever, okay? Trust me, I mean, think about it. So you guys are in the internet marketing world, guys like Frank Kern, like Mike Phil, same. They are insanely successful because they have massive lists. Okay, they have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 people on their list, even more. I mean, it's ridiculous how much people that they have on their list, but it gives them so much power. Okay, so seriously, who here has a product right now? Okay, really quick little survey. Who has a product right now that, out there for sale, and maybe you've made a few sales, maybe you're making a little bit of money here and there, but it's not consistent. It's nothing groundbreaking. Does anyone have anything like that? Okay, cool. Okay, yes, cool. Okay, cool. Pam, you are perfect. And let me just, I saw you scroll by. There's like a bazillion people in here, so the things scroll by really quickly. Okay, Pam said she has a $47 product and it converts at 5%. Okay, Pam, you are the best example ever, because for starters, that's a really good conversion rate. Congratulations on that conversion rate. Now, imagine if you had 10,000 people go to your offer. Okay, so you got a product of you're selling a product for $47 and it's converting at 5%, and you send 100 people to that. So you're getting, what's that? 5 sales? So what's 5 by 40 for, what's that? $250. Okay, they're making me do math on the fly. That's not smart, Tristan. Don't do that. Okay, so definitely not my strong point when I'm trying to do it live as well. So But I'm pretty sure that's right, and if it's wrong, don't correct me, okay? Alright, cool, you guys cool. Alright, so my point is, 100 people see your offer, Pam, and it's converting at 5%, so that means, which you were doing great, by the way, congrats on that. So you'll get, $250 approximately in sales from that. Terrific stuff. Now imagine if you had a list of 10,000 people that you could send that offer to, or imagine if you had a list of 100,000 people. Okay, this is literally what guys like Frank Kern, Mike Filsame, Jeff Walker, all the big gurus. They have this huge list. So once you have that, all you need to do is just give what's the word I'm looking for? Distribute good content to that list and make offers to them and make sales. Okay, so Pam, your product, $47, 5% conversion rate. Imagine if you had a list of 100,000 people. How many sales would you make? Okay, so what, like 100 people is $250 based on your conversions. So then 1,000 people would be what, 2,500. 10,000 people would be 25,000. Same product, same offer, same sales page. It's just that you've got the means for traffic. Okay, so I'm not going to hammer that in, but that was just a great example that you threw out there, Pam. So my point is, this is what the guys who are making millions of dollars a year, they're doing, because they have a massive list. Now, your list will become your most valuable asset and give you power beyond what you can probably imagine right now. Okay, so if you don't have a list right now, that probably just seems hard for you to imagine, but it's going to be the most powerful thing. Your list is the only thing that I know of personally that can literally make you money on demand. Okay, literally make you money on demand. You have a massive list. You have a list of 100,000 people, right? And you send out Pam's offer for $47. Sometimes literally within seconds. As soon as people open their email, if they happen to be online at that very second when you send it out, they can buy it. You can make money. Okay, that is the number one thing that I want you to remember is you must build your list. Okay, so if you're brand new, okay, you're just starting out, please stop buying product after product. Understand that the number one thing that you must do is start building your list. Okay, so we're all on the same page here. Do we all agree that building your list is the absolute number one priority? Are we all good? All good on that? Okay, great. Yes, it is super important. Super important, Cheryl, that you build your list. You want to be building your list on a daily basis, because I'm going to show you why in a second. Okay, but I just wanted to hammer that point in. Okay, so forget about all the other stuff, all the shiny objects out there. All you need to know is that if you want a successful business, you need to build your list, because it is the most important asset. You can live off your list. Okay, you literally can. You can live off your list if you do it correctly. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, we all good? Let me take another sip of water. Vitamin water, I should say. Okay, so let's talk about the second most important thing. Second most important thing is that you need to build a relationship with your list. Now, you've probably heard this before. Money's in the list. No, the money's in the relationship with your list. And it is true, because remember, I said you need to build a large and a responsive list. I mean, you can have a large list, but if it's just a spam list, then you're not going to make any money. Okay, I mean, the best example is if all you need to do was just have a big list. I mean, you can go out and buy lists, okay, but they're trash because they don't know who you are. They're not responsive. They're not targeted. They haven't signed up specifically to get information from you, and you're not going to make any money off them. I mean, if you did, then you would literally have millionaire spammers. I mean, people would just go out there, go on like Black Hat forums, buy lists, and then just, multi-millionaires. But that doesn't happen because there's no relationship. You need to build a relationship with that list. So you build trust by genuinely helping people out, and then you show them that you're a real person. Okay, so you need to actually give them useful information, help them out on whatever subject that your market is, and you just help them, because when people like you and they trust you, they will buy from you. Okay, so quick recap, because I don't want to confuse anyone. I like to keep things very, very simple and make sure that you understand. So step one, build a large list. Number one priority, I'm going to drill that into your brain so that you understand that you must build a large list. Okay, always, you should wake up every single day and say, okay, time to add more people to my list. Okay, that's how important it is. And I promise you, it will make you rich. No exaggeration. If you do that, it will make you rich, because it has made so many people so ridiculously rich before. And just being honest with you, don't waste your time with all the other stuff. But you also want to create a relationship with that list. Build a list and build a relationship with that list, and you will be set for life. Still with me, okay? Still with me, okay? Cool. I just repeated myself. I literally just repeated myself. Okay, cool. I'm getting all hot and flustered. I should have turned the air on, but we are good. Okay, so just a really quick. We still paying attention. Okay, excellent stuff. Excellent. Love it. Great. Awesome. Cool. Building a list. Yep. Step one. Build a large list, if I can speak properly, and create a relationship with that list. All right. So let's talk about generating an automated 5 to 10K per month. Would you like to know how you can automate everything to literally make money in your sleep? All right. Is that something? Yeah. Oh, that got a response. Now everyone's paying attention. Hey. Yeah. Cool. All right, cool. Okay, that was a popular one. Good. Glad you're all for it. So the key here is to build systems that are always working for you and always growing your business on autopilot. Okay, so you want to have systems in place that are always generating traffic for you, that are always adding new people to your list on a daily basis. That's how you automate it. Okay, so you build a system first, then you just let it work. Okay, you put the effort in once, you build it so that it will work by itself for your business and grow your business and scale your business. Okay, but we're going to get into all of that a little bit later. First, let's talk about monetization. So what you want to do is create automatic monetization. To create automatic monetization, you need to build sales funnels so you make money from every single person that gets added to your list. Please listen to me on this. This is the part where a lot of people drop the ball, but this is where you can literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars on autopilot, and I mean that. People don't do this for a variety of reasons. I mean, I'm not really sure exactly why. Maybe because it's not sexy, maybe because they get distracted. But listen, who here knows of a guy named Eben Pagan? Okay, Eben Pagan, pretty successful guy. In the guru space. Still has a dating site under the name David D'Angelo, right? We're all familiar with that. Okay, cool. He makes about $20 million from his sales funnel. Okay, from his sales funnel. And this is what I'm going to walk you through in just a second. But he has, they sign up and he monetizes the entire funnel, and he does about $20 million a year. Okay. Approximately, I guess. I don't know his exact numbers, but let me ask you, a quick survey, really quickly. Let me ask. I'm just curious, actually. If I gave you a set of instructions for a full year, and you had to do everything, and you done it, and you done everything that I asked. For a full year, instructions, you said step one, do this, step two, that, and you've done it, and you completed it fully, and you gave it 100% effort. And then at the end of that year, you will get a check for $20 million. Who here would do everything, would do all the instructions that I gave you? Who here would actually implement and actually take action? Okay, everyone. Oh, yes, definitely. Okay, good. Okay. Cool. See, that's good. That's my own little... See, my theory is I don't think people are lazy in the internet marketing world. I don't think they're lazy. I think they're just confused. I think they just don't know what to do, because it's scary, because you don't know, it's not like having a job. There's no guarantee, right? I mean, you have a job. You get up at a certain time, you start work at 9 o'clock, you do a specific amount of things, whatever your job is, you go home, but you do that because you know that you are guaranteed a paycheck. You know that as long as you are there and you are working, you will get paid for that. Whereas being like an entrepreneur is a little different, because there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that what you're doing will actually work. So I think that really is the reason why there's not more successful marketers and everyone's sort of struggling, is because there's so much information out there, and you don't know. No one really wants to go out and do a ton of work. I mean, do like 8 hours a day for like a month and then have it all just fail, right? No one wants to do that. So that's what I meant. If for example, if I said that, do all of that for a year, but you get $20 million at the end of the year, I think 100% of the room would probably do it. Exactly. Yeah, it's because that's the certainty. That's it. It's the certainty and the fear that it's not going to work that holds people back. Okay, cool. That was just my little theory that I had in my head. So I'm glad that you all agree. All right, so let's get into a sales funnel with my highly skilled graphics that I have put together here myself. So, for those of you who don't know, this is what a sales funnel typically looks like. You have a squeeze page, which a squeeze page is what we use to actually build a list, right? So we need to capture their name and their email. Well, at the very least, you want to capture their email address. I like to capture their name as well, so you can actually address them. So to do that, you use what's called a squeeze page or a lead capture page, or a landing page. There's a few different terms. I call it a squeeze page, where you basically give away something for free, and then once they sign up, they're immediately taken typically to a sales page where there's something for sale, right? And then if they buy that, then they're usually showed an offer, which is like an upsell or a one-time offer that you may have heard of before, selling them another product, and then you can keep on going. So what I want to do is show you my very first sales funnel. Okay, so I was telling you when I first started, or way back in the day. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I got up and running here. So this is what my sales funnel looked like. It was a simple squeeze page, which actually just had a video of me telling them about the product that I was going to sell, and if they wanted more information, that they should sign up and they could get more information straight away. Okay, so it wasn't actually like giving away an ebook, like a free report or anything. I was saying, hey, I have this really cool thing. It's going to do this and this for you. If you want more information, put your name and your email in the box straight away, and I'll show you more information. It's literally what I've done. And then they saw the sales page where I was selling an ebook for $47, and if they bought that, they could buy a video course for $97. So that was my sales funnel. Now this is like a very short sales funnel. I wouldn't really call this a big long funnel, but this is literally what I'd done when I was like 19 or 20 years old. This funnel generated me $5,000 per month. Now, back in the day when I was only 19, 20 years old, that was some pretty serious money for me, so I was pretty happy about that. Now, here's the thing. I wrote the ebook in one day. Literally one day, is an afternoon. It was a 10-page ebook. Okay, I wrote it in one day. Never written an ebook before in my life. Fired up Microsoft Word, wrote it. Probably took me a few hours, with the actual, from start to finish, adding pictures and stuff like that. Done that in a day. It took me probably about 2 to 3 days to do the video course. Okay, so just the technical side of things, recording the video. There's probably about half a dozen videos in this video course. Maybe an hour or two worth of actual video. So it took me about 2 to 3 days to from start to finish, and then it took me another 2 to 3 days to actually set up the pages, like the technical stuff. Setting up the websites, the autoresponder. And keep in mind, this is back in the day, so this was like old school HTML pages. Anyone like familiar with that, like Dreamweaver? Okay, so that's what I was literally using Dreamweaver to build these pages, logging into like the cPanel and FTP, and I'm like Googling how to do all this stuff because I had no experience at all. Like today it's easy. There's WordPress. You have WordPress and you have WordPress plugins that make all these fancy, nice things for you with a few clicks of the button and you're good to go. I didn't have any of that. So I was just like building ugly looking pages in Dreamweaver that were, half decent enough to do the job. So that took me 2 or 3 days. So I kind of chuckle when I see people, oh, I got no technical skills, I don't know how to do anything. Like, neither did I, and I done it the hard way. I was like learning, I was like googling like HTML code, like how to make a sentence bold or change the color, and I'm like, oh, how do I literally spending an hour or two just working out how to get the font right. You don't have to do any of that these days. There's tools that automate it which make it a lot easier, which is good for you. Now, in total, so if you were to work that out, I built this $5,000 per month system in under a week. Okay, so under a week, from start to finish, from writing the book to getting the website online, it took me less than a week to do. And that website ended up generating me $5,000 per month, which is like 60 grand a year. Okay, so just really quick, who could use an extra 60 grand a year? Who would want a simple little system like this? Yes, cool. It was the ebook question was, what was the book about? It was just a guide on how to set up an affiliate program. We can talk about product creation later. I just want to give you the overview picture of this is literally what I've done. Okay, in a week when I was like 19, 20 years old, however old I was, it took me a week. So who thinks that they could do the same in a week? Okay, regardless of how to create a product and all that kind of stuff, but who thinks that they could actually put together a system like this? Who has a week to spare? Who could do this? And by a week, I don't mean a full work week. It took me a few hours on each little thing, but from start to finish, 7 days from now, I had it done. Okay, good. Of course you can. Excellent. Okay, cool. Now, about a month later, after I realized that this was working, this was good, I was building my list, I was making sales on a daily basis, I thought, this is pretty cool. So I created another website or another sales funnel using the exact same format. One squeeze page, one product for $47, and a video course for $97. Exact same thing, exact same format, still using Dreamweaver, done the whole thing, and within a couple of months, I went from literally $0, zero in my bank account, living with my parents, no job, none of that stuff, no credit cards, just living off my parents basically, to having a $10,000 per month business from just 2 websites. So when I said earlier, life-changing, it really is life-changing, and you'll be surprised at how quickly things can change. Okay, most people think, oh, it's going to take me a couple of years to do this. It took me a couple of months. Now, here's a really cool thing. Within 6 months, I had hit the $100,000 mark. Okay, so I scaled. Obviously, once I had the system, then I scaled, added new stuff, monetized the whole thing, and within 6 months, I had 100 grand. So, if you look at a 12-month period, where the first 6 months I was not making any money, like literally zero money, didn't have a job, living off my parents, messing around on the internet, to the second half of the year, 100 grand. It's crazy, but it's what happened, and that's why I say it's life changing, because it really is. Now, quick recap. Okay, so what did I do? I focused on building my list. Okay, so I had squeeze pages at the start of my funnel because I knew that it was important to build your list. Then I monetized the list. Okay, I'm going to go into that in more detail in just a second, but you'll see how I've done that. And remember, I only used 2 websites with 2 sales funnels. Okay, and they were pretty simple sales funnels. Definitely not the same type of stuff that people are doing today, or the level that people are doing today. It's very basic, very simple stuff. Just put it out there, and just want to see what happens. Turned into a 6-figure business for me. Who knew, right? So, do you think that you can set up a simple system like this yourself? Yes? Cool. See, exactly. Okay, great. Lots of aha moments. Who was that, Tim? Yeah, okay, great. So what I want to do here is like hopefully I've taken some of the mystery out of it for you, right? So it's not that hard. I've simplified it. Most people say, oh man, 10 grand a month, that's so much. But if you, hopefully I've just walked you through this simple little thing, you can see, oh, okay, that makes sense. I can see how that would happen, how that would work. I'm gonna, if you're not quite there yet, hang on, because I'm gonna break it down even further. I just want to give you the quick overview of literally what I've done. That's what I'd done as like a 20-year-old kid, not really knowing what I was doing, just put it out there to see what happens, and it worked. Okay, so I'm going to show you the actual formula in just a second. Let me grab a quick drink. Okay, so is this helpful so far? Am I helping some people? You're finding it valuable? Yes, extremely valuable, very good stuff. It's better than what people charge for, thank you, because I charge for this stuff too, but yeah, that's what I want to do, really just show you exactly how it's done. Okay, cool, I'm glad people are enjoying it. Alright, cool, let's move on. Automatic profits. This is probably the biggest thing even the most experienced internet marketers fail at, and it's mind-blowing to me, and I'm going to show you, and you'll probably agree that's mind-blowing as well. This is what you want to do. You want to build an automated follow-up email series. Okay? This is how you make money every single day, like clockwork, without lifting a finger. Okay? This is the whole automation part of the presentation here, ladies and gentlemen. You literally set it up once and it will work for you on autopilot forever. Now I mentioned Evan Pagan earlier, right? He has his $20 million funnel. The reason why he can do that is because he has written he's pre-written an email series that lasts for, I believe it's like about 12 months. So like if you like sign up today, in 12 months time you're still going to be getting emails, promoting his stuff and good content emails and that kind of stuff. That's why that's so profitable, because they sign up once, right? They go to his website, they sign up for free, then they see his sales page or whatever, they buy it or they don't buy it. But if they don't buy it, then there's a 12-month series that is designed to keep on selling it until they do buy it, right? Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this whole thing. Now, don't get me wrong here, you don't actually have to write 12 months worth of emails at once, okay? So, you don't think, oh man, there's so many, you don't have to do that. What, maybe write up one month worth of emails, okay? Just ahead of time. Or, sit down one afternoon, crank them out, load them up, and then get into the routine of just doing these little things on a daily basis. So maybe, every morning you'll write a new email to add to your follow-up series. So then over time, it slowly gets bigger and bigger and more profitable and more profitable. And of course, you can even outsource this once you start making money and all that kind of stuff. But it's very, very important. And most people don't do this. They just simply, for whatever reason, they get lazy, they can't be bothered, they don't want to, they forget about it, they get distracted. But they're leaving so much money on the table. Now, the cool thing is, this also builds a relationship automatically, right? So I said that you need to build a large and a responsive list. So to get people to be responsive, you need to build a relationship with them. You can do this automatically in your follow-up series. You send them helpful information, maybe you send them links to articles, you do a quick little video of yourself giving some tips so they see you on camera and stuff, and they feel like you're a real person, all those type of things. You can set this up all ahead of time and you do it automatically. Then, like I said, you do it once, you set it up once, you load it up, and then it will run automatically. So every single person who signs up, they're going to go through that whole entire relationship building process, and then you also are selling during that process as well, okay? So let me give you a little example of how it would look, because I get asked, whenever I teach this stuff, they're like, okay, so when should I send an email? What's the actual formula here? This is not like a set in stone. This is more of a general rule of thumb that you can follow. I like to set it up so you're sending an email every second day. I think if you send an email every single day, it gets a little much. I mean, it just seems like it's just, you know, spam. So what you want to do is send an email every second day, and send 2 content emails for every promo that you send. Right? Okay. So, you know, day 1 here might be a simple little tip. And it can be anything. They don't have to be big, long, huge articles. They can just be small little things about whatever they're doing. So, you know, for example, you send out an email, you say, hey, how's it going? Thought I would just share a quick little tip for you that works really well with me. A great tip about organizing, for example, is if you want to, you know, get more organized and be more efficient during your day, a little thing that's working really well for me is at the end of each day, I actually write out my plan for the next day. So then when I get up in the morning, I already know exactly what I need to do, and I just get out there and I just go bang, 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 and I check all these things off my list, and that's great. And then at the end of that day, I do the same thing, and I become super productive. So, you know, if you're having trouble organizing things and being productive, that might help you have a good day. It's something tiny like that. You can write that up, or you can even just shoot a quick little video, again, just to build more rapport. You're going to build more rapport if people can see you and can hear your voice, basically just to prove that you're a real person, and they're going to remember you more. I mean, people get a bazillion emails every day, so if they actually you know, see your face, they're like, oh, okay, that's going to stick in their head more. So, you know, send a couple of content emails and then a promo email to the product that you're selling, right? Okay, so this is how it would work. So for for my funnel, okay, so earlier on I showed you my particular funnel. How it worked was simple. I had my squeeze page, I had my sales page, and I had my upsell to the video course. So they signed up to my squeeze page. If they didn't buy, then they were put into my free email sequence. Now, what you want to do is you set this up in your autoresponder, so GetResponse or Aweber or, you know, whatever you use. It doesn't really matter. But basically, what you want to do is set it up so people who don't buy get your free sequence that keeps on selling them, and those who purchase, they are then removed from that free sequence. Okay, it's very easy to do. It's just a simple little thing when you're setting up the actual follow-up campaign. You say, you know, remove from this list. Okay, it's very easy to do. But so what would happen was that people would come to my squeeze page, that would sign up, and those who didn't buy would then get put into this free sequence where I would give them helpful tips. I would share, you know, little strategies and things, and then I would say, hey, you should really, you know, if this was helpful for you, then you can check out my product. That was the one that they actually signed up for. So they saw the sales page and they didn't buy it, but then they're reminded of it again. And basically, it just kept on going until they got the sale. And same thing with the upsell. So once they bought the first product, so they bought the $47 ebook, then immediately they were shown the upsell, which is the video course. So they could say they were taken there, and I'll give them that offer, and they can purchase it right away. And if they did, great. And if they didn't, then they'll be moved into a separate list that was designed to sell them on that video course. Okay, so it was for those people, for customers who had bought my front end product, the $47 ebook, and didn't buy the upsell, they would get emails again, same formula, content emails. Hey, you should really check out the video course because that's going to make things, you know, much more easier for you. Content email, content email. Hey, you should really check out the video course, right? That type of thing. Okay, and then that just kept on going until they made the sale. Okay, so this was all automatic. I set it up once. Okay, Maybe it took me a couple of days, and then I just got into the routine of keep on adding content emails. So it was really, really cool. Now let me show you the power of that. So first, does that make sense here? Because I'm trying to make sure my little graphic and explanation makes sense. Okay, cool. And you see, the cool thing about this is you can actually add more products to your funnel later on. Okay, so I mean, just naturally as internet marketers, you're going to create new content and new products and stuff. And every time you do, you want to add it to your funnel. Okay, so maybe you create like a $200 software or something, all of a sudden you tack that on to the back end of your funnel here, and then you write a follow-up sequence for that. So that's just monetizing your funnel even more. Now, and also, these don't have to be all your products. They can be affiliate products. Okay, you can definitely do that. That's the beauty of having your own list. You can still send them content, you still build trust, and you still build relationship, right? That's the absolute key. You still need to build that relationship. And when you have that relationship, if you're promoting an affiliate product, then you can recommend the product. It's like you're getting a recommendation from a friend rather than you're getting a pitch from a salesman, right? So, and you can do both. You can have, so let's just say you've got a front end ebook ready, but you don't have a video course. So you can go out and you can find a video course that is in your market, that is related to whatever the topic you're selling about, and then you can promote that as an affiliate. So then you can still monetize that as an affiliate, okay? Does that make sense? Awesome, crystal clear, fantastic. Okay, so now let's demonstrate exactly how powerful this kind of stuff is. So these are average numbers, okay? And, you know, obviously it depends on the page and the offer and all that kind of stuff, but here's the average numbers. A squeeze page will typically convert on average about 20 to 50%. Okay, so what you really want to do here is look at the minimum numbers. So if your squeeze page is converting less than 20%, then you need to make some changes, because it should be, you know, most people can whip up any old squeeze page and it will convert at least 20%. So if it's converting at less than 20%, then you need to make some changes. To give you an example, to sign up for this webinar, which is a type of squeeze page because you sign up, that was converting at about 50 to 60%. Okay, so kind of averaged, you know, fluctuated depending on the type of traffic. But, and also another good point is your list traffic will convert much higher than any other traffic, because they know you, they trust you. So your conversions will be higher for your list traffic. Okay, so another reason why you want to build a list, because compared to cold traffic, your list traffic is going to convert better. Now, the average conversion rate of a sales page is 1%, okay? Just across the board, it's actually really low. That's a horrible conversion rate, but again, that's the average. So for an average sale, like Pam said she had a conversion rate of 5%, that is awesome. On a $47 product, that is really good stuff, so you're doing great stuff there. Now, an average conversion rate of an upsell offer is 10 to 30%, okay? So they buy a product and then they see, okay, so really quickly, so of the people who bought the $47 ebook, 10% of those would also buy the $97 video course right then and there, okay? So those are the numbers that you need to know. And again, look at the minimums and you want to get at least those, okay? So if you're getting any lower than the minimums there, then you need to do some changes. Okay. So a follow-up sequence. Now this is going to vary on a few different things. Basically, it's going to vary on what type of content you're sending them. Hopefully you're sending them good content, and also how long your follow-up sequence is. Okay, so if you have like a, you know, see, this is where most people stop. They might send, you know, one email that says, you know, thanks for buying my product, but then that's it. So if you only have like a, you know, a 3 email follow-up sequence, it's probably not going to convert that really well. What you want to do is build it out to about a month. I recommend at least 30 days worth of follow-up to really get a good conversion rate going. So what I mean by that is, for every person who signs up to your squeeze page and then goes through your free sequence, about 10 to 50% of those people will eventually end up buying your product. Okay, so now you're starting to really make some money here. So again, remember, this is the reason why Eben Pagan is so successful, because he done like a big long 12-month series. So if they didn't buy straight away, he knew he would eventually get them, right? And he made $20 million. So that's kind of a pretty good reason to take the time now to write these things up and get it done. So I want to give you an example so you can just see how powerful this tiny little thing is. When 100 people opt into your squeeze page, right? Okay, so 100 people onto your list. Using the bare minimum numbers, 1% of those 100 people will buy your $47 product. So you'll make one sale. So that means the remaining 99 people are about to go through your follow-up sequence, okay? So like I said, I recommend that you do at least a 30-day follow-up sequence, and on average, you should get a conversion rate of at least 10% if you do everything correctly. So what that means is 10% of those 99 people who ended up, 10% of those 99 people who opted in but didn't buy will end up purchasing your product. So that works out to be 9 sales at $47. So if you work that out, that is $423 extra dollars that you wouldn't have made. So if we take that plus the original sale, right? So we had 100 people, one person bought the product. So so out of 100 people, when it's all said and done, we ended up with 10 sales, which is $470 for your $47 product. Okay, so now you can actually start to really hone in on this, because you know what a subscriber is worth to you. So for every 100 people that you add to your list, you make $470. So now you know that each subscriber is worth $4.70 to you. Okay, so does that make sense? So yeah, is everyone still here with me? Okay, yeah, good. Everyone's on board. I didn't confuse anyone. It's simple. You have 100 people that opt in to your list. 1% will buy. The rest pretty much leave your page. Okay, they close the page, never to be seen again. Except we have a follow-up sequence, so then we can still contact them again. And then within our 30-day follow-up sequence, we ended up getting 9 extra sales. Okay, so for a total of 10 sales, which means $470. Okay, cool. Yes, what about the Jacob? Jacob said, what about the upsells? Yes, exactly. I didn't actually count the upsells, so you were just a little bit ahead of me here, because this is on the next slide. Okay, so, and again, remember these are minimum conversion rates. Okay, so I can show you how to get better than 1% sales pages and 10% follow-up sequences, but that's just the minimums here. So that example there was just with one product, okay? One product in your funnel, just the front-end product, the $47 product, as Jacob pointed out. I didn't talk about the upsells, so I'm going to talk about them now. So again, remember from earlier where I said on average, the minimum upsell will convert at 10%. Okay, so someone buys your $47 product, 10% of those people will then immediately buy the upsell product. So what we're going to do is look at the 99 people who purchased through the follow-up sequence. Okay, so we've got 9 people who purchased through the follow-up sequence. So that means a 10% conversion rate on that is 9 sales. 9 sales at $97 is an additional $873. We plus that, or we add that to the $470 from the front end, and where's my button? Oops, there we go. And now we have $1,343. So do you see how powerful a follow-up series really is? So to sum up, 100 people signed up to your list for free, resulted in $1,343 in income for you. So now when we work out the value of each subscriber, it's actually $13.43. Absolutely insane. So much money left on the table that people they don't do this. A simple 30-day follow-up sequence, you could probably get the entire sequence done in an afternoon. Like if you were serious, you just sat down, you cranked it out, you can get the whole thing done. It's really not hard. It's not like you're writing, a 10,000 word paper or anything. You're just writing short and sweet little emails, helpful little tips, helpful little, bits of knowledge to build that relationship with your list and make sales. So much extra money to be made. People just don't do this. So now what is happening is you now have an extremely powerful funnel, because for every new person that you add to your list, you will make $13.43. So, I mean, the obvious question is, if you know that you're going to get at least $13 for every person who's added to your list, how many people are you going to add to your list? You're going to add as many people as possible to your list, right? Obviously, okay? But see, that's what I was sort of touching on that before when I said, you know, people don't do things because there's no guarantee that they'll you know, be successful at it. If you build these funnels, then there is a guarantee, because you know, you build them once, you test it, you know, you tweak it if need be, then you know, okay, for every person that gets added to my list, I'm going to make about $13 because I have a kick-ass back-end follow-up sequence that within the next 30 days is eventually going to convert them. Okay, that is super, super powerful. Most people don't have that. Okay, this is what most people do. They don't have a follow-up sequence. So they just send 100 people to their squeeze page, sometimes just to their sales page, which is a big mistake, but 100 people to their page selling a $47 product. So let's look at that. Doing it like that means their subscriber is worth 47 cents. Because again, remember, 1%, on average, 1% conversion rate. Okay, so 1% conversion rate on a sale. So which one would you prefer? Would you prefer a new subscriber who is worth 47 cents? Or would you prefer a new subscriber who is worth $13.43? Seriously, which one would you prefer? $13.43, yes, obviously. Yes, the second one, good. But here's the thing, you're not changing anything on the actual front end, like on the surface. Okay, so it's still the same squeeze page, still the same sales page, still the same offer, right? Exact same offer. The only difference is that behind the scenes, so to speak, you have these follow-up emails. So then you're following up with these people, and then you're making those extra sales. If you don't have a follow-up sequence, then there's no chance to make the sale. Okay. This is literally what I've done to hit 10K a month fast. Okay, so back when I was younger and I built these sites, this is literally what I'd done. I had a follow-up sequence. I wrote out a follow-up sequence, and I knew for a fact how much I would make for every person that I sent to my squeeze page. Okay, so it was like, listen, I know I keep referring to back then, and the reason why I keep referring to it when I first got started is because a common objection that I always get is, yeah, but it's easy for you, you're a guru, you have a name, you got piles of money to throw at stuff. Back then I didn't. I had zero money. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. I had to start from scratch. I had to start with free traffic to send it to my squeeze page, and that's why I'd done this, because I didn't have any money. I didn't have any other way to do it, so I needed to monetize every single little thing. So all the hard work I was doing to generate free traffic, I needed to make it count. So that's why I wrote up this really awesome follow-up series. So then once I started making sales, then I reinvested slowly. I bought little bits of advertising, and then slowly done that. And I had it all tracked. So then I knew, like, if I bought 100 like an ad for 100 visitors, I knew how many people would opt into my squeeze page, and based on that number, I knew how much money I would make immediately as soon as the ad went out, and then within the next week, within the next 2 weeks, within the next month, because I had my funnel down tight. Okay, very, very, very simple. Okay, I see this all the time though. I see people who just leave money on the table because they just don't do this. And I believe that this is literally the difference between success and failure. This here is like my secret sauce, so to speak, on why I have such a successful coaching program. Excuse me. Because I get in there and I teach people how it's done, and especially those who are who already up and running. They have like a product and stuff, like Pam, for example, who said she has a product. We would get in there and we would build like a follow-up sequence for it and just monetize what they're already doing. That's the best part. Okay, so this doesn't cost any extra. Okay, you don't have to pay any money to do this. Okay, so if you already have a website up and running, and you have a squeeze page, and you have a sales page, and you're selling stuff, and all that kind of stuff, all you need to do is take the time to write. Okay, write out a follow-up sequence, and you will make so much more money. Okay, it's crazy to me. I believe it's literally the difference between success and failure. It makes such a difference. I mean, look at that, 47 cents or $13. That's a massive difference, an absolute massive difference. Okay, so I think you got the point, right? That makes sense. I mean, we're all on the same page here. Okay, cool. Sorry, my throat's getting dry here. I'm like trying to. Sorry for that. Okay, so here's the thing. You can keep scaling this. You can keep adding more content and more products to your sales funnel and raise that number, that dollar worth of each subscriber. You can raise that. Okay, maybe you add, a high-end program. Maybe you add a $500 program. Then all of a sudden, you know that eventually people are going to see that offer, and then they're going to buy it. A certain percentage of sales, right? It's just the same thing. If you have something out there, it just turns into a numbers game. It really does. It turns into a numbers game. Okay, or you can add some affiliate products. Okay, so you can just maybe you add 2 or 3 affiliate products that are just going to monetize your list even more. And maybe they have a sales funnel that you get commission on as well. So, you promote a $10 product, but then, to your list through your affiliate link, you have it in your follow-up sequence, so it's always there. And then once they buy that, you also get commission on their back end. So they upsell to like a $47 product or a $97 product, and you get half of it or whatever. Okay, so you can just keep scaling, keep adding, and keep creating more income streams for yourself by just doing this one simple little thing. It's crazy. This makes sense, right? Good. I'm glad. It's super valuable. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you're appreciating this. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering how we hit the 10K mark, okay, so once we have this, we can actually work it out. I'm going to show you right now. So we know that for every person that we add to our squeeze page, to our list, with our 30-day follow-up sequence, and again, another way to increase that number is to increase the length of your sequence. Okay, so I mean, like I said, okay, so for minimum numbers, let's just say minimum numbers, 10% of people will eventually purchase within the first 30 days. So they sign up, they go through your follow-up sequence, your 30-day follow-up sequence, 10% of those will purchase. If you increase that follow-up sequence to 60 days, then you're going to get more people who buy. Okay, so maybe you get some people who are just right on the edge, they just need a little bit more info or a little bit, more content or more trust or whatever it is, and you send that on day 35. And day 35 is the one that gets those who are on the fence. You know what I mean? So the longer your sequence is, the more money you're going to make, and the more profitable your funnel is. Just like Evan Pagan, that's why that's, like I said, the $20 million reason. That's why. Yeah, that's why he built it out for 12 months, because he knows that someone who opts in today may not be ready right now to purchase. Okay, and that's the other thing. If you're selling, you don't know the person's situation. They may really, really want to buy right now, but something may have happened, an emergency where they got to spend something. They got a big tax bill, for example, like it's tax time. So they want to purchase. They can't do anything. But 6 months from now, bang! If you're still reminding them and you're still building that relationship as soon as they can, then they will. Okay, so you always have to remember, just because people don't buy doesn't mean they don't want to buy. There could be just a reason that's preventing them. So have that backup plan in place. Okay, cool. So let's work out how we hit $10,000 a month. So what we do is we take the number that you want to make, so you can do this with 100,000, million, whatever you want, and then divide it by the value of each subscriber. Okay, so in our case, it was $13.43. So then we do that, and we find out that we need 745 people to go through our funnel. So if we can get 745 people to go through our funnel every single month, then we will make 10 grand. Okay, so you can do I think it's like 744.673 or something, like if you actually work it out on the calculator. But 745 people who go through your follow-up sequence will make that amount of money. Now, who here, out of curiosity, 745 people is not a lot of people. Who here actually has a list already of at least 745 people, just out of curiosity? Yep, okay, cool. Great. A decent, good. Okay, this is cool. What have we got, about half a dozen people that have said, yeah, excellent. Yeah, if you have a list of 5,000 people, Craig, if you have a list of 5,000 people, you need to be putting a funnel on the back end of that, a follow-up sequence on the back of that, and monetize those people, because this is super specific to you, because you've already got it there. You don't really need to worry about generating any more traffic because you've already got it there. You just need to set up the system. Okay, put the effort in once, set up the system, so then that list of 5,000 people is all of a sudden making you a lot more money. Okay, so like, to be honest, most people consider a list of 1,000 people to be tiny. Like, if you say, hey, I've got a list of 1,000 people, that's, most people say, hey, I only have a list of 1,000 people. Okay, so my point is, it's really not that difficult at all. In fact, if you work it out, it's only 25 new people per day. Okay, so just 25 new people per day can equal a life-changing 6-figure per year business. Seriously, guys, that's all. It's all you need to do. You just need to build the systems, put them in place, and let it do the work for you. Okay, build the system once. It doesn't take long to do. Okay, done this whole thing in under a week when I had no clue what I was doing. No clue. I was young, naive, didn't even know, a lot of, and with no tools, no WordPress plugins, no optimized pages or anything like that. So does this make sense to you now? Hopefully you're getting some aha moments. I know, I think it was Tim earlier on. Sorry if I got the name wrong, but someone said that they're getting a lot of aha moments. This is hopefully now you can really see the mystery behind it. Okay, I've taken the mystery out of it. So earlier I showed you the overview, okay, of what you want to do. You want to build sales funnels. Now you can see, the hard numbers on how it's really done. And hopefully, so literally, let me ask: does making $10,000 per month now seem more realistic to you? Okay, so now that you actually have the whole plan in your head, can you say, okay, I get it. I can see how I can do this. Even if I don't even care if if you're worried about like the technical stuff. I don't know how to set up a website. Don't worry about any of that stuff, because that stuff that's easy to do, right? You don't need, if you don't know how to do that now, that's easy. That's a fixable thing that's really quick. I mean, there's lots of people who can set up a website and all that kind of stuff, right? So does this make sense? Okay. Awesome, great, enjoying the feedback, guys. Thank you very much. So this has been helpful. Joan, amazing. Terrence, life-changing, buddy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Amazing information. Thank you, Alex. Awesome stuff. Pam, going to start on my follow-up series now. See, exactly. There's a lot of money to be made, and if you already have a product out there, you're up and running, then you are probably leaving a lot of money on the table. A lot of money on the table. Excellent, guys. Really, really stoked that you're enjoying this. It is simple. It is simple. I make it sound simple, but it is simple. It requires work. There's no question about that. You do need to actually put in work. You need to do stuff. You need to put in the effort. But once you do it, then it does become easy. I mean, I said, I don't like saying that because I don't want to give people the wrong idea. But once you do the work, it is set up. So if you have a sales funnel and a follow-up sequence that is going to make X amount of money, and you have X amount of people coming in, it's easy. Then it just becomes managing it. Then you just got to make sure everything's running smoothly, right? You don't have to keep on building. That's the thing. You don't have to keep on building these things every single day. It's not like you need to build a new product every day. It's not like you need to build a whole new sales funnel every day, a whole new follow-up series. You don't have to write all that stuff every single day. You put the effort in once, and then maybe you manage it. Maybe you add, like I said, you write an extra email every day. Just get into a routine. Take 10 minutes in the morning. Give a little tip. I mean, in all honesty, you could outsource this, or you could go like a great resource I use is like ezinearticles.com, full of stuff, and especially for like how to set up like a WordPress blog or something like that, or 10 tips to do XYZ. Right, you go to Easy Articles, and there's bazillions of articles there. You can go there, you can browse through a few, and you can just read a tip, and you can copy and paste it. Say, hey, look, don't plagiarize. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, a quick tip, like I told you about the organization tip. You say, hey, you could go there and like search organization, and then you'll get a whole bunch of emails on that. Productivity, whatever the topic it is. Okay, that makes sense? Okay, so it's not something that's a difficult thing to do. It's very, very easy. You just need to put in the work initially. Okay, so now let me ask you another question. Would you like me to help you set up a funnel like this for yourself? Would you like to have your very own $10,000 a month funnel? Yes, hell yeah, good. Ooh. You're in, Eric, cool, okay, great. Sam, sign me up right now. Pam, where's the sign up link? Okay, cool, yes, cool. Love it. Let me in. Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. Cool, you guys are cool. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments here. This is great. I love it. Great. Okay. All right. I'm not quite there. I'm not quite at the sign up link yet. So just hold your horses a little bit. But honestly, thank you very much for this is like validation that you guys are super into it, because it really is easy and it really is life changing. And I sit here and I see people all the time fail miserably and get frustrated and blame everyone and just get very, very angry and upset. And it's like, enough of the BS and all the hype that's out there. It's simple. This is how you do it, okay? And that's the sort of the reason why I've done this free webinar, because this is the stuff that I teach my paid clients, and obviously they get it and then they go on to be successful. So I was like, well, how about I just clear the air a little bit, and like I said, take the mystery out of it, take the confusion out of it, and just show you how it's done. So then you can have some clear focus. And even if you don't work with me one-on-one, now you have a plan. Now what's the number one thing? Quick pop quiz. What's the number one thing that you need to work on? Yeah, Greg got it. List building. Building your list. Okay, now they're flooding. Greg was first, so I don't have a prize for you, but that was a spur of the moment thing. All right, cool. Let me take one more sip. Oh man, we have a lot of people here. This is awesome. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about my one-on-one six-figure coaching program. Basically, it's a fairly simple, straightforward process. You're going to work with me, directly with me, as I help you set up your own 10K a month cash-sucking funnel ASAP. There is a big focus on speed here, okay? Because I really want you to get results fast. So if you're interested in this and if it sounds good, please understand that you need to be able to implement right away. Okay, I'm not going to work with anyone who is going to be distracted, who isn't going to quickly implement things, who listen to my instructions and then they're like, okay, cool, I'll get to that next week or I'll get to that tomorrow. I want you to get to it now, email me back in a couple of hours and show me what you've done. That's the type of stuff I want you to do, okay? Because, like I said, I set up my first six-figure sales funnel when I, 19, 20 years old in under a week, okay? Under a week. So you can do the same thing too, and that's the type of people I'm looking to work with, okay? So I just wanted to stress that point. So basically here is how it will work. What we're going to do is jump on Skype, okay, for a one-on-one consultation. Basically, I don't know you personally yet. Well, some of you I do actually know because I recognize a few of the names in here. But basically what we're going to do is jump on the call and map out a specific plan to you and your business, okay? So wherever you happen to be at. So if you're brand new and you just fresh, you don't have your own website yet, you don't have a domain or anything, we'll work out a plan for you. Or if you're, like Pam, for example. Pam's a great example. I keep referring to Pam, but she just sticks in my head. Pam has a product that she told us already. So we would map out a specific plan for her. So she's already got the products, that would work on building out her sales funnel and building out the follow-up sequence. Okay, so this is one-on-one and specific and customized, because I want you to get the results really quickly. Okay, I want you to hit the ground running, and I want you to have a clear set of step-by-step instructions to follow. So there's no confusion. There's no what should I do first. So that's what I really like to do right off the bat. We'll organize a time and everything like that, and then we'll jump on, and then we'll get it 100% focused and clear and up and running. Then you're also going to get step-by-step video training delivered through your personal members portal. Now this again allows you to progress faster. Okay, so every sort of phase of the program that we've talked about, of the system, is explained in very step-by-step detail, so then you don't have to keep on, so you can just go there whenever you want. Okay, so if you need to know how to set up a squeeze page, you just go in and then you check out the video on squeeze pages. Okay, so that's quicker than sending me an email and maybe I don't see it for a couple of hours, and then I reply, and then you don't see it for a couple of hours, or you don't see it until the next morning, and then you have a question, so then you got to reply, and then I reply. It's just that's how days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months. I'm a big fan of speed. I want you to get results really quickly. So that's why we do the call straight away, so you can have a clear plan right away, and then you get training that you can refer to in your own time. So as you're building your systems, you can say, oh, how do I do that again? Oh yeah, cool. And then you just go and continue on, instead of that bottleneck. I'm just removing that bottleneck. Okay, so that's what you get. So the actual training itself is everything that you need to know to build $10,000 per month sales funnels from start to finish. So it doesn't matter if you are a beginner or if you're advanced. I'm going to walk you through the entire process. Okay, so from start to finish, everything that you need to know about doing this stuff is in your training, in your members portal, in the training video, so you have it right there. Okay. So some of the actual specific things that is in the training, learn how to create high converting squeeze pages, right? So I told you the average is about 20%. That's the minimum, whereas this particular webinar was about 61%, I think it was, from memory. So I'm going to show you how you can create high converting squeeze pages. I'm going to show you how you can create products to give away and to sell. Okay, so product creation scares a lot of people. Really easy to do. It's not difficult at all. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. To give away products for free on your squeeze page, and to sell and to create paid products and build your own brand. I'm going to show you how to do that. How to boost your sales page conversions. Okay, again, average is 1%. That's actually horrible. You don't want a 1% conversion rate, but it's just the average. I think it's the average just because there's so many people trying to do it, and there's so many people who suck at doing it. If you took a group of successful people and worked out what their average was, it would be a lot higher. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. We're going to show you how to build highly monetized sales funnels. Okay, so I touched on this and I gave you an example so you could understand, and it was simplified for you. We're going to really deep dive into the whole process, so then you can really monetize every sort of little facet of your sales funnel and your follow-up series, so then you are making maximum profits. I'm going to show you how you can structure your offers for optimal results. People always sort of get confused. They do it wrong. It's not difficult, but you still need to do it the right way. So I'm going to show you how to do that. How to create super converting follow-up sequences. Okay, so this is obviously a thing. I've actually saw a few questions in the box. How do I write these? How do I write that? I'm going to show you how to do that. How to it's easy, but again, it just needs to be done correctly. So I'm going to show you how to do it correctly. Okay, so traffic. Okay, so we didn't really touch on traffic a whole lot. When I first started, I used free traffic because, like I mentioned earlier, I had zero money, so I had to. So I used free traffic, and then I reinvested to speed up the process. Okay, so what I'm going to teach you how to generate free viral traffic. Once you do that, in terms of paid ads, it's literally all about the metrics. Okay, so think about it. Once you have your sales funnel and your follow-up sequence done, and you know your value per subscriber, then you can work out how much you can spend on advertising. So, for example, if it costs you, for example, $5 per subscriber, like you buy advertising, and it works out that for every $5 you spend on advertising, you get a new subscriber. That's fine as long as your sales funnel is making more than that. So if your sales funnel is making $10 per subscriber, then you're golden. Then you can just crush it. Then you just simply, scale it up. Like the example I showed you, where the subscriber value was like $13. So if you're only spending $5 per lead, and you know that within 30 days that lead is going to make you $13, it's a no-brainer, right? That makes sense. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that kind of stuff. So that's how you crush it with paid advertising. Okay, this is my secret traffic source, highest converting traffic ever. Period. I'm going to share that with you. This is the good stuff right here. Okay, I'm not gonna go into too much of it right now. But once you have your sales funnel up and running, this is how you can hit 6 figures. This is how you hit 7 figures, even 8 figures with this kind of stuff. So I will share that with you once you have everything ready and you put in the work and you're good to go. Oh yeah, this is a random picture here. I kind of forgot about that. So this is a picture of me there in the middle with Nikki, my fiance, and that's Michael Same. That's Michelle in the white top, Michael Same's fiance now. So this is on the Marketer's Cruise. So I learned a whole bunch of stuff. I got to meet some extremely powerful people. I'm talking guys who had $10 million companies, $100 million companies. Were all in this little thing. As you can see, there's a few drinks going on there, but this is where I learned some of the really powerful traffic stuff that I'm gonna share with you. Okay, so this is not this is not the bush leagues. This is guys who are doing 7 and 8 and 9 figures. Got to mingle with them and got to pick their brain. And I have some awesome stuff to share with you, so I'm very excited about it. Then obviously I'm going to show you how to automate everything, so you can literally make money in your sleep, plus a whole lot more. Also, I probably should have screwed that slide up. Really doesn't make sense, does it? You get direct access to a private email address where you can contact me anytime directly. Okay, so this is just for my coaching students. It goes directly to me. It's not filtered by my staff. It is just for my coaching students. So there's nothing else there. You want to contact me, you send me an email to this particular email address, and I will be the one who responds to it. You're also going to get access to a Facebook group with other students. Okay, so you can all hang out, you can JV, you can share ideas, you can have fun, with other like-minded students, share your progress, and all that kind of stuff in a private Facebook group. So let me ask you, does that sound like something you would be interested in? Yes. Okay, cool. Sign up link is coming. Please be patient. I have just a few little things. Awesome. I love it. Sign me up right now. Oh my god, amazing. You're the man. I think I appreciate that. Cool. Alright. I can sit here all day and just read all these positive comments. It's the best. It's like alright, cool. Love the accent. Thank you. Randomly, but thank you. Alright, cool. Okay, so I'll get distracted with all these comments. Before I give you the sign up link, you must meet a few simple criteria that I have. You must be 110% dedicated to achieving your goals and changing your life. Now, this isn't hard work, but please understand that you still must put in the work, okay? You still need to do stuff, okay? Not a push button magic solution. It works, sure it does. It works really well, but you actually have to do it. And like I said, put the effort in once. And what I'm teaching you here is to build automatic systems, okay? But you still need to build them. There's still like the building, that's required, right? Okay, that makes sense. You must be an enthusiastic action taker. okay? I want happy people, fun-loving people, people who do stuff, okay? Who get stuff done. If that's what that's what I'm looking for, okay? So, if you are not willing to do whatever it takes, then this program is not for you. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this program is not for you. If you're looking to cut corners and not put 100% effort into every single thing that you do, then this program is not for you. If you are lazy, if you miss deadlines, if you create excuses and blame everyone else for your failures, then this program is definitely not for you. And please, 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 if you are not willing to invest financially into your business, this program is not for you. Now, I put this on a separate slide because I really want to make sure it's clear. If you can't afford it, then please don't join. I don't want you to use your rent money or grocery money that you don't really have to join this program, because I don't want you to do that, because that's just not fun for anyone. So please, if you're down to your last cent, this program is not for you at this time. Okay, keep in touch. Maybe when your circumstances change, down the line, then we can work together. But if it's not right, if financially it's not right for you right now, then please don't join. Okay, so with all of that doom and gloom stuff, if you are a serious action taker who is 110% dedicated to changing your life and refuses to quit no matter what, this program is for you. I want to show you another quote from Tony Robbins. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Okay, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't do anything. No result. If you sit on your bum all day and do nothing, you're not going to get a result. Okay, so you need to take action, like I did. When I was just a kid, decided to whip up a guide in an afternoon and see how it went, and change my life forever. So, need to take massive, determined action. So, if you fit that criteria, if that sounds good to you, if you believe this would be a good fit for you, I would like to invite you to join. Now, I have a couple of bonuses that I think you may enjoy. Everyone who joins on this webinar will receive free access to the Vault. Now, the Vault is something that is pretty cool. The Vault basically includes some of my best training. You're going to get all 4 of my previous coaching programs that sold for $500 each, that my students have used to generate over $3.2 million. Okay, so I told you earlier, that's what my students have done. This is the training that they went through to achieve that. Okay, so you are getting some training that has some serious results. People have used this exact training to get insane results. You get all of that training for free included in the Vault. You also get a high-level advanced program called the Financially Elite. This is a really high-level advanced selling. I sold it to 5 people only. Okay, I've only ever sold it to 5 people, and the price tag was $7,000. Okay, $7,000 is what I sold this particular program for, and I only sold to 5 people. The Financially Elite, you get that as well included in the Vault. Guru Overwhelm. It's an internet marketing A to Z course. It's a full-blown course that sold out for $19.97, so just under $2,000 when I released it a couple of years ago now. One of my best products I've ever put together. It's a great course. You can use this as like the library, so to speak. If you want to know anything internet marketing related, go through this program and you will find it. Okay, it's an awesome course. People absolutely loved it, and like I said, it sold out at the price tag of $2,000, so it was a pretty successful program. So the actual real retail value meaning if you were to buy everything individually at the time that's included in the vault would be $10,997, so nearly $11,000 of real retail value. So if you purchased every single program that's included in the vault individually, you would have spent nearly $11,000. So you get all of that for free. So let's do a quick recap. You get the one-on-one private consultation call with me, 4 weeks of step-by-step training. Not quite sure if I mentioned it was 4 weeks. You get 4 weeks of training. You will have your own 10K per month sales funnel. Okay, that's what we're doing here. That's the goal. We're building that for you. You also get $10,997 worth of bonuses that are included in the vault. All of this for a ridiculous one-time fee of $497. That's a pretty good deal, right? I mean, this is insane deal. Thank you very much. Good. Okay, cool. No brainer. Good. That's what I'm looking for here. No brainer. So you people get it. You people are smart people. I like it. So yeah. Now, one thing here that full disclosure, you may know that I currently do a consulting program or private consulting program for $5,000 per month. So in fact, who here is on my list right now? If just like raise your hand. Just yeah, if you're on my list, just let me know. Type it in the little box thing. Okay, cool. So a decent amount of people from my list. So then you know that I have a private consultation program that I charge $5,000 per month for. Okay, so yeah, I open it every few times per year, 2 or 3 times per year. Send out applications. If you're on my list, you've probably received an application, and then I hand select the candidates. So if you are on my list, you've probably seen that, and you're probably wondering why I would offer this program for $500 when I have this program. So let me be 110% honest with you here. The fact is that I can teach you to get to 10,000 per month very easily. Okay, I know that very confident. I can, you know, if I work with you one-on-one, then I can get you that result. So the theory is that if I can teach you how to do this, then you could easily afford my $5,000 per month services. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to, you know, be sold or you're going to be pitched on my $5K a month per month program, but I'm just saying that's, you know, my little evil scheme here to get more people, to get more high-end clients. I figured that if I can teach people how to get to the level that they need then I can do that. Now, again, completely optional. You're not going to be hard pitched or anything. You just, and for the record, you actually have to be in my program making at least $10,000 per month for at least 3 months before you get invited to join my private program. But I did just want to be 110% honest with you and transparent about that. Okay, so I know, I just good karma, I guess. So. Okay, so if you were here at the very start, you remember when I said I only spent about really 10-15 seconds, quick slide. I said those who stay toward the end of the presentation have a really awesome bonus that you're absolutely going to love. So there's still actually a lot of people here, so maybe I should have done the thing a little longer so you get rid of some of the stragglers. But for the loyal people here, which is a lot of you, I'm going to make this an absolute no-brainer for you. This is for the first 10 people only, okay? So for the first 10 people only, once you join the program, you get in, you get up and running, we get you set up, you have your sales funnel done, you put the effort in, you know, you do the work, you have everything up and running. What's going to happen is I'm going to you know, review everything, and once we're all good to go, I will personally send you 2,000 unique visitors to your squeeze page, okay? Absolutely insane. Is that awesome? Wow, okay, great. People, good. Yep, yeah, excellent, great. Cool. Okay, cool. So that's awesome. All right. Okay, stop distracting me. I have a webinar to run, geez. So I'm going to send you 2,000 unique visitors to your squeeze page. This is going to be absolutely insane. So how it works is really, really simple. You go through the program, we get you up and running, you have your funnel in place, you test it, I'll review it, we'll make sure that it's converting well, we can tweak it if we need to, we get you making money, okay, so you're making money, you're making sales, and everything's good, everything's working, you have a high converting funnel, you have a high converting follow-up series, you know how much you're gonna make from that follow-up series. Then once we have got this down to a well-oiled machine, I'm basically going to skyrocket your income and personally send you 2,000 unique visitors to your funnel. Okay, so obviously this is going to help you tremendously. It's going to build your list rapidly, but let's look at the actual value here. So remember, earlier on we done that example where we worked out your subscriber value was $13.43. Okay, so again, yours hopefully will be a little bit higher than that once we fully optimize your funnel, but that's just that's a good base example. So if 2,000 people went through your funnel at that price point, you're looking at $28,000, okay, almost $29,000. So obviously this is an insane bonus, and see, that's why I want to teach you the whole system first, because now that's realistic to you, because now it makes sense, because you know that, okay, well, I have a back-end funnel, and I know that the follow-up series is going to convert, so if I just get more people into it, then yeah, it makes sense. I'll make those sales and I'll make that kind of money. So this is what I'm offering for the first 10 people only. Okay, so this is an insane bonus. You have to be the first. I'm going to be the first 10. Pam just says, I have already joined. Do I get the bonus? Great to have you on board, Pam. Absolutely terrific stuff. Really excited to blow your funnel up. Yes. Okay. So yeah, the first 10 people who joined. So if you've gone ahead, who's Jamal, I think it's Jamal, already signed up. Awesome stuff. Great to have you on board too, my man. Okay, cool. So things are moving on. So the first 10 people who sign up, those, if you've already purchased at this point in time, then yes, as long as you were the first 10. Damien Soul joining right now. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like this is going pretty quickly. So first 10 people who get, I guess it's the first. Well, we got like 8 people. I think Pam and Jamal said they already signed up. Okay, so I guess it's the first 8 people now. Will get that bonus, 2,000 unique visitors. Once your page is already up and running and you got your funnel honed in, obviously with my help and help you build this funnel, then we're going to blow it up and you will be laughing. So that leads me to my 100% risk-free, I will force you to succeed guarantee. Okay, so listen, if you follow my instructions, you will get the results. It's just fact, okay? I started this when I was 19, 20 years old. This is like a proven foundation. It's not a trend. It's not a method. It's not, cash in now on this thing while it lasts. It's been what businesses and people and gurus have been using for years, like decades. And they'll continue to use it. It's the time-tested formula that I'm going to teach you. It's solid business practices that's going to absolutely make you a fortune. So, to back that up, I'll send you 2,000 people to your page, just to over-the-top guarantee, because I'll just essentially almost do it for you. Okay, only for the first 10 people. Okay, only for the first 10 people, we'll get that 2,000 visitor bonus. And just to have complete peace of mind, 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, so if you join and we map out everything, and after 30 days, for whatever reason, I can't really think of a reason why, because it's going to be so awesome, but just purely for your peace of mind, 30-day money-back guarantee. If for whatever reason you want out of the program, let me know within 30 days of purchase and I'll give you all your money back. Fairly simple, but honestly, think of it as like, just the steps. It's like baking a cake, right? It's like baking a cake. You follow a recipe. So even if you've never baked a cake before, if you use the right ingredients and you follow the recipe, then you will bake a cake. I mean, that's literally what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's fairly simple. You can do this, and I will force you to do this. But again, peace of mind, you are protected. So, just a little reminder, this is not my first rodeo, so to speak. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been helping students all over the world to do this, and those results speak for themselves. Over $3.2 million in results from my students. It's one thing to brag about how much money I've made personally. I think it's a whole completely different thing to share with people how much money you've made for other people, and that's what I've been able to do, and I've been very lucky and very blessed and very privileged to be able to do that for people and change people's lives, which is fantastic. So throat's getting dry again here. Really quickly, these are just some of the, these are actually video testimonials. These are screenshots of video testimonials. I figured I probably shouldn't play them during this, because you probably don't want to sit there and watch them all. But if you do, you can. I have them all. You can actually just go to YouTube and type in Tristan coaching, and you'll find a whole boatload of testimonials. But I just want to highlight a few of them. Sarah Young, does anyone here know who Sarah Young is? Yep. Okay, great. Yeah, she's okay. A lot of people know who Sarah is. Cool. Yeah, Sarah's great. Worked with her for a few years now, and when we first worked together, we set up a really cool funnel for her. We're going to launch. She did 150 grand in the first 30 days. Then she also had a back-end funnel, which continues to make money for her. And that's actually her video testimonial there, where she just logs into all her different accounts and shows you all the different money that she's made from my coaching, which is pretty cool. This is another one from Jesse Reagan. Okay, so he's a really big name guy as well. He hit 5 grand per month very quickly, and he's gone on to be a really super successful ClickBank guy. Massive list. I think he's, I don't even know because it's been a while, but I think his list is well over 50,000 people now. Started from scratch. Fuad Taleb, okay, I'm not quite sure if you can see that video is a little bit blurry, yeah, it's a little bit hard to read, sorry about that. At the bottom right hand corner it says $22,000, again from my coaching there. I have all these videos as well. I just figured instead of sitting here and playing them all, I would just quickly show you a screenshot. Liam Naden, he's a cool guy he's a Kiwi, a New Zealander. Pretend to hold that against him. I'm just joking. Liam's cool. He's got multiple different businesses actually in different niches, ebook stuff, and marriage counseling. He does that. Got those businesses to 5K a month using the formula, building a list, sales funnel, a follow-up sequence. It was actually featured on CNN, so that's a pretty cool little thing as well. I have a whole boatload of testimonials. I'm not going to go through them all here. And of course the one from Frank Kern. That's obviously a pretty cool endorsement there from Frank. So remember, first 10 people only. Once you're ready and you are good to go, I will send you 2,000 unique visitors that will absolutely blow up your thing. Okay, so first, I guess it's first 8 people. Okay, another person, was that Graham, I think? Cool, okay, sorry, it's just like scrolling so quickly, got too many people, not too many people, I appreciate you all here. I'm just trying to catch up with all the comments. Okay, so I guess we got, okay, well maybe let's see if I can change this on the fly. Apparently we have 7 people, so now it's down to the first 7 people, so this is obviously going to go really quickly because it's a no-brainer, okay? I showed you how you can easily build it, and then I'm virtually guaranteeing that you'll do it when I send you 2,000 unique visitors, okay? So, okay, another Tony Robbins quote, in case you haven't noticed yet, I'm a bit of a fan of Tony Robbins. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So the time is now, okay? Take action, commit, make a change in your life. You can do this. I done it when I decided that I made the decision to just try it. you know, threw it out there just to see what happens, and it turned into a six-figure business. Changed, you know, six-figure business within 6 months, by the way. Okay, so change can happen really, really quickly. Now I have, you know, I live in Vegas now, beautiful home. I'm literally looking out the window and I can see the strip. You know, it's lovely. Okay, changed my whole entire life just because I made that one decision. And I've done it by myself. Okay, so a lot of trial and error and stuff. Take the shortcut. Take the you know, follow someone who's already getting the results that you want. So hopefully you have enjoyed this. Let's do a few Q&A, well, a few questions and answers. Let me really quickly grab a drink because my throat is getting dry. So excuse me for a second. Okay, so bear with me for a second while I try and have a look at these questions here. Thank you very much for all the comments, by the way. I appreciate the kind words. Loved a lot of people saying that they love the webinar, great information. And man, you're the man. Thank you very much for showing up. Okay, here's a good question. What other costs are involved? Okay, good question. Should have covered that in the thing. So basic costs. Okay, so things like hosting. Okay, you obviously need to have a hosting account. You need to have a domain name, an autoresponder. Okay, so you need an autoresponder to build a list. So you know, what else do you need? Let's see, internet connection. So, you know, just the basics. I mean, hosting, you know, HostGator, GoDaddy, Namecheap for domain names, Aweber, GetResponse for an autoresponder. You know, you really don't need a whole lot. I mean, you can. I'm just trying to make sure I can't. Just racking my brain if there's any like essential things that I'm forgetting, but. You know, or maybe like some templates, like, you know, you can use WordPress. I mean, I can help you with that. Like, there's a few optional things, okay? So, but you know, just the basics. There's no massive, you know, costs involved, really. I mean, like I said, you can do everything like for free. I started for free, and just reinvested. Okay, another question: how quickly will I be in profit? The answer to that is it depends on how quickly you can work. Okay, so I mean, like I've told you a few times now, it took me about a week to implement the system back in the day. Okay, and I was using Dreamweaver and Googling HTML code and all that kind of stuff. So with the plugins and all that kind of stuff available, the technical side of things doesn't. The technical side of things is in most cases the most time-consuming side of things. So nowadays you don't need to worry about that because everything's automated. There's tools, there's plugins, and all that kind of stuff to make your life easier. So that's great. But again, that's why I talked about earlier on when I said I'm a big advocate for speed. So I want action takers who are going to not. You know, get off the call with me and say, okay, great, that was really good. I feel really good. Now I might just go watch TV and watch a movie and then I'll, you know, get to it later. I want people who get off the call and say, bang, let's hammer this out, let's hammer this out, let's hammer this out, and then email me in like a few hours and say, bang, okay, I've done all this, what's next? That's the type of person that I'm looking for because you're going to get results fast. And once you get results fast, then it builds momentum. That's the thing. That's why I stress that because, you know, once you start, it's like a snowball. You know, that's why I want you to get to work straight away. Get to work, get something out there, just get a little bit of results. You know, even if you just add a couple of people to your list, that's going to motivate you and that's going to build momentum, and you're going to keep on scaling. You keep on scaling, and you're naturally just going to keep on doing this stuff. So that's, you know, that's sort of that's my answer to that. I mean, and also in terms of like speed, I recommend that you actually have a budget for paid advertising, and the simple reason is because it's the fastest way. Okay, so like I told you, I started with free traffic and then I slowly reinvested into paid advertising. So you can start small. You don't need to spend a fortune. You can spend. I mean, there's various different you know, traffic sources that you can spend money on. You know, from little as $5 a day. You know, just to buy little ads on Facebook. You can do that these days. or buy other ads for like $50 and just slowly but surely scale up. But if you happen to have a budget where you can spend a few $100s on some advertising, that's great. That means you're going to be in profit quicker because you can get traffic quicker. Okay, so paid traffic is quicker than free traffic. It's just just fact. That's just the way it is. You can buy X amount of traffic and it would be delivered to you within 24 hours or whatever. Whereas free traffic, you need to do a little bit of work to actually get it coming in. So if you have a few extra $100 that you can spend on advertising, then that would be great because that's going to speed up the entire process. Okay, so does that make sense? But again, not required. You can do it the free way, but just being honest with you. Okay, here's a good question. What if I've never created a product before? Okay, cool. Common question. Been coaching for years, deal with it all the time. It's not a big deal. I show you exactly how to do that. Even if you have zero experience, it's really not difficult at all. I show you a simple formula that you can use to do things. It's really not that difficult to do. Basically, info products are simply that. They're information. What you're doing is packaging information and and giving it to people who want it in a simple, condensed format. I mean, essentially that's what it is. So instead of people going out randomly by themselves and trying to piece all this information together, you go out and you do some research and you put the information together and then you sell it as a product. But don't stress about that. I have training for that. It's very, very simple, very easy to do. And on the flip side, you can also promote affiliate products. Okay, so I personally like doing my own products because you keep all the money. You can charge whatever you want, but again, the quick way is the key here is building a list. So you can definitely just build a list and build a relationship with the list and then just recommend other products. So for some of you, that may be the thing. Product creation isn't like what's a necessity. I'm a little bit biased. I prefer it because you can make more money, in my opinion. But affiliate marketing is easy. It's there for you right now. If you have probably the quickest way, back to how quickly will you be in profit, if you have a budget to spend on some money and you want to build a list and start promoting affiliate products, because probably the two biggest time consuming things is getting the traffic if you're doing it free. Okay, so if you're getting free traffic, that's time consuming, and creating the products. And building like the actual pages and stuff. So if you're gonna, one way that you might want to do it is if you have a budget for some advertising, you quickly whip out a squeeze page, which is not difficult at all. That's quick and easy. And then you use paid advertising to send traffic, build your list, and then recommend affiliate products because they've already got their funnel built as well. Okay, so then you don't essentially really need to do much. You just work on building that relationship and then recommending solid products. So that's also an alternative there. But that's the type of thing. That's why I like the Skype call, because we can hammer that out personally. So whatever your personal situation is, then we can come up with a plan that's sort of tailor-made to you. Okay. Okay, we have any more questions? Let's see, let me scroll. Okay, yes, I answered that one. Cool. Thank you for all the love, guys. Lots of good comments here. Just trying to filter through, making sure. If I've missed your question, I do apologize. I'm just trying to filter through all these. Okay, here's what if I am uncomfortable speaking on Skype? Okay, so I'm assuming you mean just the one-on-one consultation with myself. That's okay. I mean, if you don't want to do you mean like a voice call. So if you don't want to do that, I mean, we don't have to do that. We can do a text chat on Skype or on Facebook or anything like that. But what I prefer to do is just to communicate with you somehow in real time. So if you're really uncomfortable doing a Skype call with voice, then that's okay. We can jump on Skype and just do a text chat. But I just need to be able to converse with you back and forth instantly, not wait you know, 3 hours for you to reply to an email, and so on. So that's sort of the main reason why I like to do a Skype call, so we can quickly hammer out a plan and then get to work. But you know, if you're uncomfortable with that, that's fine. That's okay. Don't let that stop you. Okay, cool. All right. Trevine, I think. I apologize if I've butchered your name. Yeah, I think it's Trevine. Have just joined. Thank you very much. Cannot wait to work with you, Trevine. Okay, I'm gonna go with Trevine. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I'm trying to pronounce it right. That's the problem with these things. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. So Trevine is on board. Great, thank you very much. We'll set up a call and we'll get to work. Okay, this is cool. So again, don't forget, that just reminded me. So I guess we're down to 6 people. The first 6 people now who jump on are going to get that 2,000 unique bonus. So this is going pretty quickly. If there's any more questions, okay. So what we're going to do here. Okay, sorry, just going through all the questions. I've pretty much answered the majority of them. They were all, you know, related to the ones that I've already answered. Here's what we're going to do, because I appreciate you all being on the call, and we're getting on. So what we might do here is we can jump on over to my Facebook page. So I'm going to end the actual the broadcast right now. If you still have questions, what I'm going to do, I will hang out on my Facebook page. Okay, so I'll be there for about half an hour or so. And if you have any questions, I'm pretty sure I fielded the majority of them. But if you want to get in touch with me, I'll be there for the next half an hour or so. So you can go there and you can ask questions, and I'll be there and I'll just respond on Facebook. That's probably the easiest way, because to be honest, my throat is getting really dry, and I'm just trying to filter through all these questions. We got a boatload of people on the call, so the little ticker thing is just like, and I can't keep up. So so that's the plan. So again, quick reminder that this is the bonus that's going on right now. That's really gonna skyrocket your success. That's the URL. Go there right now, sign up, join, get started, and I'll be in touch and we'll make things happen. So right now, want to thank you very much for participating in this call, for your interaction. You guys were very interactive, which is great. Really appreciate that. You were there, you were focused. I love all the comments. Glad that you really liked the webinar. Really appreciate it. Want to help you, know I can help you. And those Tim and the other Aussie people who got up really early, that's insane. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. And the people who stayed up late and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to thank you for that. And right now I'm gonna head on over to my Facebook page. If you want to join the program right now, hope you got a lot out of it. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be on the Facebook page. I'll jump on there right now and I will answer any additional questions. But thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And yeah, thanks a lot for being here. All right, I will talk to you soon.